Now you've got her. Be her lover, okay? So to be her lover, we're going to continue with the first 8 of the 88 ways to pleasure the feminine. And we know that the first ways are all about safety, security, protection. Whew. So now you are ready to understand about sacred separation. Now the French know very well that you've got to have mystery in a relationship for it to be juicy and alive. Mystery, so you don't watch her when she does her hair dyeing. So she can get dressed up and make that transfiguration into her shape shifting without it being all the secrets of it revealed to you. Those are some of the benefits of sacred separation. When I say sacred separation, I'm trying to get you to feel into what kind of separation it is when you're deeply connected during it, rather than lonely and discarded and just sort of doing each other's own thing and, um, you know, not not taking responsibility for the great privilege of being here to meet each other's needs. The privilege of that, like modern therapy will be like, you've got to be independent and you've got to like meet all your own needs and love yourself first. And I'm kind of with that, but I really do believe that we heal each other, that we teach each other love. If you have a little child, they're never going to learn love if you don't love them first. If you don't shower them, they turn autistic. They don't know about it. And we humans, older people, are the same children. We need love. But we do need that space so that the sun is not in our face, blinding us with its beauty and burning us with its heat, right? So the sun at the right distance makes the flower come out of the earth. We're like, oh, sun, I want you, I love you, because there's enough distance to feel that we are the child of the sun, right? Oh, I love that. So, how to cultivate sacred separation is a different thing than simply ignoring each other or like saying, okay, we're not going to talk for X amount of time, and then we're going to be suddenly close. Actually, what you're going to do is you're going to do a practice of meditation. Now, you need to meditate every day anyway for your own soul's connection, right? So that you can have differentiation from your problems, so that you can witness your own thoughts and fears and separate out from the voices of the demons of the collective unconscious and your past. In meditation, you come to that still center point at the center of the universe. But if you would dedicate 5 minutes of your meditation time to each other, to feeling your beloved, to seeing their face, to what you're thankful for them, how they turn you on, to even masturbating to them, like what you do is you create powerful connectedness in your separate time that actually starts to open into psychicness, so that by the time you see each other, you have so much to share, so much passion, so much longing. And I do recommend a lifestyle of this. I don't recommend people even live together. I think they should go to each other's houses like 3 times a week, 3 days a week, or something, like where you do get to spend a number of days together just relaxing into that deep closeness, feeding each other amazing food, you know, but at least to have separate bedrooms. Like, people are so upset about that. They're like, that's the end of the marriage. We got separate bedrooms. Well, also might have been when you started to have good sleep. It might have been when you stopped fighting as much, maybe. It's all about why you create that space. If you're doing it to love each other more versus to separate and end things and just get sick of each other, of course it's going to have a different vibration. But every man needs his man cave, and every woman needs her red room. her woman sanctuary. And if you try to do the two rooms together, like the guy wants all his gadgets in his space and he wants to put his feet up and watch his huge screen and all this, it just completely overwhelms the feminine. The feminine wants her prayer altar and her clean, beautiful space to do yoga and her incredible music to dance to and her mirrors and beautiful clothes. Like she's just, oh, his boots are everywhere, his mud is everywhere, this stinking beer. So the needs being so different from masculine and feminine, when you try to merge it all together, as many couples do, successfully too. I mean, if you can do it together, it really good for you. If you have like the same style and you can have a bedroom together and a house together and feel your separate space, beautiful. That's a very high vibration, but you are all the more in need of creating space if you're already so enmeshed and so on the same page. How are you going to create your space for mystery, okay? And your time to miss each other? So primary thing is not to be jealous over him going and playing baseball every Wednesday. Like every Wednesday he plays baseball with the guys. Like that just seems so stupid. Or watching the ball game, whatever. Don't call it stupid, because what he's really doing is bonding with the guys. He's outside. He's feeling his masculine energy. He's just having a blast, not thinking about you, not thinking about bills, right? And if you're jealous of her going out dancing and of other guys seeing her, you're gonna tamp down her kundalini, because the kundalini is that sexual life force in the woman that needs to move and groove, okay? And it would be great if you can dance with her. If you would dance with her, especially in the kitchen, just on your own, ooh, that's one of the 88 ways to pleasure the feminine we're going to get into. But we're talking sacred space here, right? To allow each other those treats, those friendships, those rhythms of self-care, Now, if one or the other is just always just taking care of themselves and has got their partner on such a back burner that they're never getting real quality time, that wouldn't be fair, because the coming together time needs as much primary devotion as the creating sacred space does, right? But just think of it in terms of, you can't really create that sacred surrender togetherness unless you have the space. And that when you look around you at the couples bickering and fighting and destroying what they have, it's usually just because they're like animals trapped in a small space. And the only way to create psychic space is to fight, or to do drugs enough that you disappear into your haze of disappearing act, just to get, downtime. And downtime, I don't know for you, but my downtime, sometimes it's ugly. Oh, and I don't want somebody looking in on it. And I don't want to have to be pretty or nice during it. I want to be really, really fall apart and just melt into like a puddle of nondescript nothingness before I can reform and remake myself again. So the shape shifting of you, the many different aspects of you, the different personalities of you, when you have space, you can kind of suddenly show up in another aspect with another mood, because you had time to detangle from the last interaction and say, woo, where am I now? What am I going to bring to this next interaction? Especially if you're meditating every morning, first on yourself, and then dedicating 5 minutes to love. Okay, there you go. That one is a really important one. Sacred space is part of safe security in relationship, because without it, people will feel overwhelmed and they'll push away, and the feminine will not open up. She'll be like, I'd rather be alone. I'd rather be a single woman, than have somebody control me, boss me around, or watch me all the time, or take over my feminine space. So, but if she knows the sacred separation is part of the deal, now, ooh, why not get close? Why not be dedicated? Why not be monogamous if you don't have to give up you're blossoming, you're learning, you're growing all the things you do when you're alone or just with your other friends. You don't have to give up your friendships. Okay, beautiful.